Today's horoscope, Leo February 13th, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Today's moon occurs in your sign, bringing buried feelings to the surface and long-standing issues or projects to fruition. A personal revelation can happen now. It's a fine time to explore and embrace your feelings. This lunation could mark a significant turning point for your plans. Any emotions you've brushed aside or ignored can now magnify. Knowing what's in your heart is empowering, even if you still need to set a plan for pursuing what you want. Avoid stretching yourself too thin, and keep an open mind until you've reached a state of inner certainty. Today can be slightly chaotic, so be sure to take the time to digest your feelings before acting on them. Your increased sensitivity may lead to minor frustrations, particularly if you give in to impatience. Aim to rise above this and let the emotions flow. You are one of the most beloved zodiac signs of all. While you proudly note this, there are many reasons that you are so exceptional on a cosmic scale. First, your zodiac sign naturally rules romance, dating, courtship, and expression for the entire cosmic wheel. This means that whenever a vital lunation falls in your zodiac sign, everyone can tap into your natural vibes and use it to their benefit. This is one of the most significant periods of the year for dating, and with a full moon in your zodiac sign, you're able to be your most authentic self. You might be unrecognizable. Finding and refining your professional image has been your sole focus these last 6 months. You could have made a massive effort with your appearance. Wearing new clothes, accessorizing, and finding your professional style might have amplified your self-confidence. Aside from this, you may have made an effort to improve your first impression and overall image at work. Hopefully, you like the professional you have become, as the 6-month cycle of self-improvement concludes during the full moon in your sign. Take pride in your professional identity. There is more to staying fit than eating right and exercising. You can benefit from paying closer attention to everything in your life. How clean is your car? Do you make your bed every morning? How long do you go without doing the laundry? These things affect how you perceive life, whether it is easy or hard, even going as far as whether you are optimistic or pessimistic. Today's positioning of the planets supports the general inquiry into these finite parts of life. Use the force. Many are multi-talented. Today, it may be the perfect time for you to tap into some of your innate talents and creativity. There's so much more to expression than just talking. While this is perhaps one of your favorite things to do, you may discover that you will get as much enjoyment out of an artistic activity, as well. Try your hand at anything that strikes your fancy and see what you can unleash during this day. At some point during the sun's month-long visit to your relationship sector, the moon will return for its monthly visit to Leo and clash to create a full moon. Always at the halfway point in your current solar and halfway between your last birthday month and the next, this is an important chance to check in on both your own and your relationship needs. It is their clash that will make anything out of balance more obvious, and fortunately, while Mercury, the planet of communication, is on hand to ensure the communication lines are open. Now just 3 days away from leaving your relationship sector, and just as a full moon is putting a balance between your own and your relationship needs to the test, Mercury, the planet of communications alignment with the dwarf planet Ceres here peaks. As well as making it easier to keep the communication lines open, Mercury is able to give Ceres deep dive into your relationship needs and priorities a voice. Daily planetary overview. The universe is reminding you that your voice and presence matter. Have you ever hesitated to share your ideas or feelings, only to later regret not speaking up? Now is the time to break free from self-imposed limitations and embrace your unique brilliance. If you have been yearning to learn something new, consider taking a class or engaging in a new hobby. Not only will this expand your knowledge, but it will also provide opportunities to connect with like-minded individuals who could become lifelong friends. On a physical level, your well-being is intertwined with your emotional state. When you take care of your body, your mind follows, and vice versa. You may feel an increased motivation to adopt healthier habits, whether through exercise, mindful eating, or simply getting more rest. A renewed focus on self-care will not only boost your energy but also enhance your ability to tackle challenges with clarity and resilience. Have you ever noticed how even small changes in your daily routine can have a profound impact on your overall well-being? Now is an excellent time to implement those positive shifts. At work, Your enthusiasm and innovative mindset set you apart. This is a moment to introduce fresh ideas and take initiative. Others will be receptive to your contributions, and you may find that what once seemed like a far-fetched idea is now gaining traction. Whether it's a creative project, a career move, or a long-term aspiration, your efforts are being noticed. But while ambition is admirable, it's important to pace yourself. Overcommitting or setting unrealistic expectations can lead to burnout. Have you ever felt overwhelmed because you tried to do too much at once? By balancing drive with patience, you'll find more satisfaction in your achievements without unnecessary stress. In your personal life, this full moon presents an opportunity to clear the air and address any lingering tensions. Conversations that may have felt too delicate or difficult in the past now have the potential for resolution. When you approach discussions with honesty, empathy, and a willingness to listen, you create space for deeper understanding. Relationships flourish when built on open communication. If you have been meaning to express your feelings to someone, whether it's appreciation, an apology, or a long overdue heart-to-heart, this is your chance to do so with clarity and sincerity. Have you ever held back from saying something important, only to later wish you had spoken up? Don't let fear hold you back from meaningful connections. At the same time, you may feel a need to break free from routine and introduce more excitement into your life. A desire for spontaneity and adventure could inspire you to seek new experiences. However, be mindful of not taking on more than you can handle. Change is invigorating, but overwhelming yourself with too many new commitments can lead to frustration. Start with small, manageable steps toward the change you crave. Have you ever made an impulsive decision that you later wished you had thought through more carefully? This is a time to strike a balance between spontaneity and responsibility. Socially, you are radiating an energy that draws people toward you. Whether reconnecting with old friends or forming new bonds, your presence is both uplifting and magnetic. If you have been feeling disconnected, now is an ideal time to reach out and nurture your relationships. A simple message, a heartfelt conversation, or a spontaneous get-together could rekindle connections and remind you of the joy that comes from shared experiences. Have you ever noticed how a small act of kindness can transform someone's day? Be that source of warmth and positivity for those around you. Financially, this is a time for thoughtful decision-making. While you may feel confident in handling money matters, it's wise to assess risks carefully before making significant financial commitments. Be especially cautious about lending money or making impulsive purchases that may not bring long-term satisfaction. Have you ever made a financial decision in the heat of the moment that you later regretted? Take a step back and consider your choices with a clear and practical mindset. As this full moon illuminates the sky, it also illuminates your path forward. This is a time to reflect, realign, and embrace the next chapter with confidence and optimism. Every challenge you've faced, every lesson you've learned, has prepared you for this moment. What is one step you can take today to move closer to your goals? How can you use this energy to create positive changes in your life? Trust that you are exactly where you need to be, and remember that each experience, whether joyful or challenging, is shaping you into the person you are meant to become.